Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. How are we doing this week, my lovely sheep people? Today we're going to be doing a reading for you. I think I did that backwards. Usually I say today we're going to be doing a reading for you guys born in the year of the sheep. Let's see how you guys are doing this week, my lovely sheep people. Ah, interesting. Anyway, how are we doing? Let's find out as we shuffle these about. I would also like to just say that I will be doing the predictions for the year of the snake in the next week or so. So if you haven't already, you might want to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on those predictions for the year of the snake, because that will be coming in February 2025, and the year of the snake are two completely different dates. They may be similar in the respect of New Year's, but one is in the 1st of January, and the other one is, well, it varies actually for the Chinese Zodiac, but it's usually in February. So we'll get that done before February. So make sure you are tuned in for those predictions. See how you guys are going to get on this year. Anyway, let's see what you're going to be doing this week. Let's stop about there. And we'll take that one from the bottom, that one from the middle, that one from the top. What have we got? Okay, so we have got one white, two whites, and that negative. And it's always nice to see those positives, isn't it? It's always nice to think, oh, that's nice. We've got those positive ones there. Everything's coming up, and everything's going to be really nice, and everything's going to be really, really good. Got that negative there, though, so you might be feeling a little bit like, oh, but then it's going to get all sad and all doom and gloom. But that is just an assumption, because white isn't always all right and black isn't always an attack. So we're going to check out those compatibilities. We've got a negative sign, the negative karmic sign there, the snake, but it's in the positive. So this isn't necessarily a bad card, and it's not necessarily going to affect you in that negative karmic way. What's likely going to happen here is you are going to witness, or maybe experience, maybe third hand, some kind of negative impact around you, but it's not going to necessarily affect you or impact you in any kind of way. But you're going to notice this. It may make you feel a bit more appreciative of what you've got. It may make you feel a bit more grateful for what you've got. Make you think about a few things. But something's going to happen. But you have to remember that karma is going to do what it does. So although you can feel sympathetic or feel, maybe sorry or bad or even pity for these sort of people or whatever that's happening around, and however that's going on, it is their business. It's on them. It's not on you, because you could get overthrown by this, and it could take you aback and impact you in a negative way if you allow it. If you start to empathize, and I'm not saying don't empathize or be empathic, but it's almost like picking a battle. It's almost like you're picking a war, picking the fight. You choose those fights. You choose to pick. You choose the battles. That you fight. And it's a bit like that with empathy. You have to remember that there are a lot of people out there that will take advantage of that kind of thing. So you need to be reasonable with yourself here of how much you can give. That snake, after all, is a thinking card as well, so you need to think about these things and think about what you're doing. The compatibility isn't necessarily bad either. It's not bad when it comes to snake and sheep people. I mean, it's not great, and long-term things don't necessarily work out. But that just means here for you, it's a good thing, because it just means that energy isn't going to hang around for long. So even though it may make you feel uncomfortable to see people maybe being a bit more in a vulnerable state or getting their comeuppance, it's not going to last for long, and you can skip through that. And it's a phase. It's a phase that's gonna basically move forward. There's a horse card moving you forward. That is what that card is. That white horse is moving forward. It's what it does. That's also your soulmate card. The sheep and the horse are soulmates. They're on the soulmate line. So whatever is happening right now, this is setting you up for something. You are on the right path. You are in the right direction. You might feel like, for the first time in a long time, that you're getting involved, or you're being a part of a team. I don't know, it's almost like you're moving forward, but you're not moving forward on your own. You're moving forward as part of a crew, as part of a team, as part of a group. It's like you finally kind of got on the right bus, and you know it's the right bus because all the people on the bus are old friends, and the people that are heading off to the same place you are, going to the same party or whatever, the same barbecue, and it's all the same reunion. You feel at home almost. You feel good. You're going to feel good. You're going to move forward. I mean, we are looking at that negative, obviously, but as I've said before, black isn't always an attack, and they may be unrelated. Right now, what we're looking at here is this here as a kind of moving through. You've been through this, and now you're moving into this, and then you'll move through into that. So it's kind of like nothing's the same, although it is building you up for something. The karmic sort of energy there, the soulmate line there, that's two things that are undeniable. It's unstoppable. It's just happening. You can't. Some things are flexible. Some things you can interrupt. Some things you can control. Some things that you can manipulate. And you can have that decision of whether you want to do it or if you don't want to do it. Other things are beyond your control. Sometimes it's karmic. Sometimes it's because it's just meant to be for you. Sometimes it's a catalytic moment. It just all depends on what your soul journey is, what your soul contract, entails. It all depends on what you're here for and what comes next. And what comes next for you this week is a lot of karmic energy, but also moving you forward, because this is setting you up to move forward and to basically be in the place that you're supposed to be. See, this is the dog card here, the negative dog. And again, as I say, it doesn't always mean that it's connected. It doesn't mean that all of this is going to bring you into a bad place. This is more of a kind of a warning of, I would say, responsibility and commitments. Like, the dog is a very, I don't want to say stuck up, but I suppose, for what it's worth, this is a sheep video, so I think I'm quite lucky, because maybe there might be a couple of dogs watching, maybe, but, I'm not really worried. But dog people are very, I suppose, yeah, they're very kind of stuck up. And they're very kind of like, it has to be done right. Like, not as in like perfectionist right, but as in like to the letter of the law right. And it has to be done with equality, and it has to be done with like, they're very humanitarian. And I think what this dog card is kind of saying here is you can't allow that kind of disciplinarian, that's the word. You can't allow that disciplinarian sort of energy and aspect to control what you do. You can't live in fear. You can't always be bound by the rules. And I think what is restricting you is, or what could restrict you, not moving forward per se. I think you're still going to be moving forward in this respect. I think what's going to slow you down and restrict you in some aspects of that, and maybe close doors to opportunities, is either fear, as I say, of, a new thing or trying a new experience, or being that kind of disciplinarian, or that kind of, like I say, letter to the law, or kind of like, oh no, that's not for me. Oh no, I can't do that. But not in such a stuck up way. That's the wrong way to put it. But it is. It's kind of like you're going to shun it. It's almost like something could be for you, but you might see it as not your thing. Or don't be afraid to try things that aren't your norm. I suppose, is what I'm trying to say after all of that. I think it's time now for you to try things and think outside the box when it comes to new experiences. Broaden your horizons. And maybe it could have something to do with this new found kind of path that you've got yourself on here, and the right bus with the right passengers that you've managed to find yourself on. But we'll find out, won't we, next week when we come back, and we'll do another reading for you guys born in the year of the sheep. If you are interested, I will be doing a video next for those born in the year of the monkey. So I will see you then if you are. If not, not to worry. I will just see you next week when we come back and do another reading for you guys born in the year of the sheep. If you would, however, like a more in-depth and personalised reading, you can follow the link below. And there is a link for the Patreon. You can click on that. There's lots of different readings there that you can click on. There are monthly readings for every month. So you can choose one of them if you want to. If not, don't worry. I'll just see you next week. Love and peace.